Welcome to Plot Thoughts. It sounds like an insult if you ask me. Maybe it is one. I wouldn't know. Anyway, it's a puzzle game. In the classic mode, after install the card, the player receives 2 new. In tactic mode, an unplaced card remains in your hand for 1 extra turn. Let's just start it with classic mode and see what this is. Sounds fun. So I have 2 cards here. Habitat. A 5 and a 6. I'm gonna take. Okay, and it has to build into what we have. And I cannot build into walls in any way, shape, or form. So. Oh, and I cannot go above the line. So where I start. So I'm gonna do that. And all of a sudden it turned creepy. Ooh. Oh, I only have 100. 10 points for each adjacent building of other types when built. So if I do that, I would get the most out of it. But 9 business center plus 15 points for each building 3 tiles away when built. I mean, and the bunker can be built onto the ground tiles. Okay. 2 points for each bunker tile connected. So I'm not 100% sure. Oh, like that! They can go in there. I do that. Ooh, that would be a good one. I'm gonna do that. Oh, that gave me money, that's good. So then we have the bunker, which I still think would be good. I'm gonna do 1 bunker in here. Let's just see if that's any good at all. Put more bunkers. For each bunker tile connected by a bunker chain. So that didn't seem like it did anything for me. Scaffolding costs half the points to build. And the factory, 10 points for each adjacent ground tile when built. So the factory would make sense there, but I'm not really gonna get a lot out of that. So the scaffolding by itself just gives me a lot of leeway. So I'm gonna try to go over here with the scaffolding. Why not? That's what. That would be a good one. Let's do that. Gives me some points. I have a factory down there. I think I need to build a little bit faster down. Scientific center. Plus 5 points for each screen shift while on the screen. So then want something I need to build far down. So the furthest down I could build this is here. Let's go. Gives me points for every screen shift that it's on screen. Seaweed farm. For each seaweed tile 2 tiles away when built. That would be really good down there. Not really useful for me at all, sadly. But I could just go down with scaffolding. Why not? Now the factory is not really just in habitats. I'm gonna do that. That helps me a lot with points. Going into the bunker, doing that. Sounds like it's gonna be a lot. Or the factory, which is really not the best moment for either of those. I'm gonna take the bunker because I can build a lot in here. More habitat, and the factory that's even worse than the last one. I'm gonna do that though, why not? It gives me some points. I'm gonna have some deep reaching scaffolding, please. More science centers, gets a lot of points if I place it all the way down here. 6 scaffolding. I'm gonna do that. That way I have a lot of room to build around. For each adjacent ground tile. So no matter what I do, I only can get 2 out of that. So I'm gonna place that up here, because it's gonna disappear sooner or later. City center, next 3 buildings are free. It costs me a lot, but I mean the next 3 buildings are free and I could use that. So I'm gonna build that. So seaweed. That's gonna be a lot, please, I need that. More factory, that's also a good one, because I need points. So that's 4 if I build that here. It's also just 4. But this fits perfectly in here, so I'm gonna take that. For each adjacent building of other types. So that would be a lot of points here, please. So we made some good money thanks to that. That really helped. The bunkers only get points through bunker chains. That's the only thing that's frustrating me, because I don't know. Oh, maybe just with other bunkers, that's what they mean with chains. I'm an idiot. Can I? No, there's no way that I can get that in there. That would be good. So that would mean, yeah. Bunker chains really just means what we have here already. So I'm gonna do that. Build into the wall here a little bit. That gives me points here. Seaweed. There's no good way to utilize that other than it gives me some space. I think that's a good enough one. Gonna build some scaffolding here. That's a good factory. Maybe I should have built the scaffolding further over there. Then if I could have done that, it would have been really good. 2, 1. That's 210. It's also just 210. I'm gonna do it anyway. That's perfect. It's not anywhere near to a wall. Getting factories that would be perfect for a lot of stuff, but not the way I get them. Just some scaffolding that's hanging down like that. I'm gonna do that for the housing. The scientific one down here. I get more out of that. Could go in, do that for the city center. I should try to maximize what I get out of that now. I think that's the best I can do. More science stuff. That's gonna be on screen a long time, so I'm gonna do that. It's a shame that I lost my bunker again, but whatever. There's not really a way that would be better, so I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that, whatever. I'm gonna do a 4th factory, because potentially what I can get is something a lot better. I hate how that is an interesting shape that doesn't really do me a lot of good. Do that. Bunkers. Let me do that. If we get another big bunker like that. There we go. Ooh, the bunkers actually, if I drag them with me, gonna be worth a lot eventually. Let's just do that. Seaweed. I could get a little bit out of that. Let's just... Which building 3 tiles away when built? If I do that, the best would be like here. Or just habitat. Which I would get at best 30 out of. That's better. More seaweed farm. Oh, here I benefit the most from that. Yep, let's do that. Not enough seaweed, but let's do that. Factories. There we go. Bring my bunker down with me, please. If we can keep that one alive a little bit, that would be fantastic. Is there... Ooh, yes. Like a small one. So far, we're doing surprisingly well with not dying. It's also okay. More factory. That's okay. We're gonna do the city center again. I'm gonna build it a little bit over to this side. Down here with the research. Factory. Good position for you anywhere. It's the best I can do, like 20, really? I'm gonna take the scaffolding. It's not that desperate. It's not gonna be a lot, but it's gonna be points. Just gonna go down with that. Don't wanna just go back to more scaffolding, so I'm gonna do that. There's positions where you think something really good would fit there, and then there's positions where you just get nothing. Like I have nothing good for anything right now. Everything's just kinda bad. You know what, I'm just gonna place that one here. Oh, my bunker's completely gone now. Oh, there's a lot of jellyfish now. That's a good one. That's also a good one. Now comes the moment where they're gonna be less good. That's okay. I'm gonna go for the scaffolding, so just that I can reach a little bit further down. 30. Ah, King Prawn! That was fun. I'm going to jump into the tactical mode. Because I wanna see how that plays. But that's a lot of fun, I love this. So no matter what, this one will stay, so... Is there benefit to starting with that? I mean, I get 2 out of that. If I place that one, I get nothing. And I cannot place it in any way that would make me more points late. Well, actually. Science lab. Now I get 30 out of that. I definitely want to have the science lab. Maybe already. That's a lot of points. That's nowhere near good. Oh, that's also just a factory. 2 factories, none of them are any good. Dang it. Let's go further down with that. It's a bad factory, but whatever. Could go for that. That's not a lot of points though. That's a little bit more lucrative. Same. Not so good with that. That's a lot of points. I'm just gonna try. Maybe we can drag the bunker down with us. It's just all not really worth it. I'm gonna do that. Let's do that. It's better than nothing. Again, if I just drag it with me, we're gonna be fine. I'm gonna do that. And I'm gonna try to bring it down as far as I can. I cannot place it in there. That's... I don't need to use that right now. And if I do that, I get a lot more out of that. That's worth it. 2 times scaffolding. I'm just gonna place that roughly in the middle. Business center. So there's 5. There's 4. There's 6 here. Or, because my best position is here, there's 6 points here. If I take that and place that here, didn't change anything. Well, I tried. Is there a good position? There is. Is there another good position maybe? Honestly, the classic mode and joy, I feel like I like the tactical mode a little bit more because you can plan around a little bit more with stuff. Just 30 there. That just reaches down a lot. Better than nothing, we're gonna go for that. I could go for another just reach down, doesn't matter. The science center reaches and will bring me points down the line. $30 there. That's a lot better. Seaweed farm. I could keep it for a moment, and if nothing else I can get those. So let's see. Let's just do that. That's good enough for me. Bunker, I would love to be able to drag one further down for once. Okay. Let's see. Not really any great position. No, never mind. Ooh, that might be. Ah, that's not as good. There's some positions that just look like they would be amazing, but then they're a little bit of a disappointment. Let's drag you further down. More factory. That's a good one. Just a little bit of a reach down. I have my bunker with me, so I'm gonna be fine. That's good. Housing. Perfect in there. It's a shame that that's not connecting there. Better than not getting any points. I would say we do that. Over just scaffolding, I feel like that's better. I think I'm going with the same mindset here, better than just having some scaffolding. I'm for once going to take the scaffolding. That's gonna bring me some points there. I could do that. Dang it! I was hoping that Rubber Duck. This is a good game. I really enjoy this. Honestly, I think I could sit here and play this for hours. I just might play this for hours once you're gone. But this one is fun. So, I'm going to leave this here. You will see me maybe again. But for the moment, I will be consumed by Podfotsk. See you next time. Bye.